And then I decided to take a detour. Looking at the map of traffic, lots of accidents in town, thanks to all this rain, I think. Taking a detour, but it looks like everybody else had the idea of taking a detour too. This video is brought to you by Sutco Transportation. Sutco's hiring Class 1 drivers in British Columbia and Alberta. To apply, go to sutco.ca and use promo code QUANFAN to get an extra $100 on your first payday. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Definitely afternoon. Jess is working on sending in paperwork. Dispatch. Just barely got here in time to get loaded today. In Chehalis, we've got PVC piping. Which thing do I want to be in? This one. I think I want to be in this one. Okay, we need to find fuel. Oh, yeah, no. We have 3, probably 4 hours of fuel on board.
Turn right at the traffic light.
There's the one north of Seattle, right? That we go to?
What? Gas station?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember where they all are.
I was asking you.
Oh, but I don't know.
Just ignoring me? Unbelievable.
I was making I was making sure we were in the right lane, so, you know, I was talking.
See if you can find a Flying J north of Seattle. I think there's one there.
I'll send you a flyer.
You'll send me a fly-in? Boy, fight towards it.
You started it.
I did start it. It's been raining all day.
I'm just saying continue raining all day.
It kind of almost stopped raining while loading this, so that was nice.
Especially if there's like a downpour.
And I've been in this traffic all day except for the first 45 minutes of the day. It's nice and quiet the first 45 minutes. And then it's been just traffic, 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 and a lot of traffic.
And a lot of rain.
But the University of Washington job site there unloaded me really quickly. Got here in time to load, so I can deliver first thing tomorrow.
Are we talking like up by Bellingham or like more by Seattle? Where are we talking?
Before our turnoff.
Where's our turnoff?
Where do we turn off?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you.
I don't know the town's name.
Okay.
Do I have to do everything?
I'm gonna send you back.
What's the town north of Seattle? Is that Bellingham?
Yes.
Does that highway go up to Sumas?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, fuel station before that.
There's a Shell. Is that the same thing?
No, we want a Flying J.
It's a Pilot.
Yeah, Pilot works.
Okay.
Where is that?
Arlington.
Yeah, let's go to that one.
Exit 208.
Exit 208, that's way north of Seattle, so that's still hours away.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! I'm turning AC on. I am hot.
I just feel muggy.
It is hot and muggy. So, oops,
Do you want this?
I want that on there.
We talked about this yesterday. I wish it would Bluetooth to each other.
Here.
says thank you for the paperwork.
I don't know if she needed the paperwork, but this type of order, I'm like, might as well just send it all to her.
And that means I have to do my app as well.
Yes, Drive can. So yeah, basically now we're northbound on I-5, and I guess that's where we're gonna stay all day. Well, until, I guess not, because we're gonna make it back into Canada, so.
Yeah, I didn't know if we were get back to Canada today, but it looks like we will.
Why not?
Because of the way we didn't know how long it was going to take to do anything today.
With the traffic. Yes.
Well, same with unloading and reload. We had a chance of staying here overnight, so.
Well, it's only going to take 2.5 hours to get to Canada. No, that's to the fuel station, so that's 5 hours. Oh yeah, right, we might not make it. Who knows, we'll see. There could be enough traffic jam. Yep, you're right, there might be enough traffic jam.
Well, like you had like 20 minutes exact to get here before they were loading you.
Yep, got 20 minutes before they shut down, so.
So there was a big chance of just staying here overnight.
But we're not, so huge benefit.
So I was thinking tomorrow you're probably going to have to drop your trailer.
Why?
If they're going to work on... Depends on where we're getting the work done. They might not have room for a trailer in their yard.
If we're getting the truck worked on.
We don't know.
Nobody's even hinted towards it. Other than I was told next time they bring me through Chilliwack, they're going to work on my bunk AC.
And that's exactly where we're going.
That's where we're going, so
And it happens to be like smack dab, like a block away from where we usually go to get the truck work done.
I don't think that's where.
No, but I'm saying like he got you in the neighborhood.
Now, if we have to drop the trailer, we'll just drop it right into Sutco Yard and then Chilliwack Sutco Yard and then.
But yeah, we have no clue. Nope. I was looking at the big rainstorm. It's just sitting over the whole Pacific Northwest.
Oh, really?
It's this huge thing.
Super muggy. It's 15 degrees out. Not that hot, but just the humidity is uncomfortable.
And depending on where you are, you're getting from an inch of rain all the way to like 3.5 inches of rain. And that's really gonna mess with the rivers. I got something.
You got something? Ooh, cookies!
The last of the really good cookies.
Oh, yeah, I said oops. I made a oopsie earlier.
Oh yeah.
Didn't explain that.
I just made it oops.
You opened it upside down.
Yeah.
When we're unloading at the University of Washington in Bothell, really tight yard. You had to go up this really steep incline of a road and then back into the yard. And didn't think of the fact that the mud flaps would get sucked underneath the trailer. And it was steep enough that even with the rear axle lifted, it was riding on the ground. And the mud flap went right underneath us tires, and the tires drove over the mud flaps and ripped them clean off. So I have no mud flaps on the back of the trailer, which means I have a high chance of the scale pulling me in and having a chat with me. But the way I'm running right now is not illegal, because I have the 3 axles, mud flaps behind the 3 axles, and then one more axle with another mud flap behind that axle. So as long as I keep that rear axle up, I am not running illegal. So I'll just get new mud flaps when we are back in Canada tomorrow.
It was really interesting. Obviously, I had to go back. When you had to back in today, it was really tight.
Not too bad. I did it in 2 tries, so can't complain.
They were a really great crew there.
Yeah, they were really happy. Good crew there.
They're funny.
I went and told their boss and I told her that she has a really good crew, and because she was out working as well. That probably tells a lot. When you have your boss out there working with you, you usually have a better, happier crew. So I told her that she had a good crew and very positive attitude in the workplace. So
They love that you are from Canada. And they were all helping on tarp and everything.
yeah, I did barely any on tarping. I showed them how to do the first one, and I had like 5 people helping with the rest. I'm like, okay, they're not folded exactly like I want to, but they're good.
I like to say, like, when I go along, I can see the different crews and I know which ones are. And, like, this one was just laughing and smiling and having so much chemistry, right? Teamwork, right? I'm like, it just speaks for the team when you see that. There's some that are completely opposite.
Oh, he did what he did for a reason. There's a vehicle parked on the shoulder with flashing yellow lights, either a tow truck or a cop or something. And that vehicle pulled out onto the road ahead of time. So he goes getting out of the way, but that vehicle already moved out of the way. So he's okay.
It's like, you know how many times we've seen
Yeah,
that
most
today?
of the time people just moving back and forth for no reason. So this guy had a reason.
Must have been like the theme today of all the traffic. That's okay. I took a nap. I'm tired of the traffic.
He seems to be driving at a reasonable speed. I'm not catching up with him. I might as well tuck it behind him. So remember I told you, if we have to drop the back axle, I'll just unbolt the mud flaps on the front and move them to the back. No, they use a special bolt that I don't have. I'm like, why would you use a special bolt on a mud flap?
That's just silly. Like, that's just asking if you're not gonna be able to repair your truck.
It's one of those, I don't know what they're called, one of those star, not an Allen wrench, but one of the stars, but then it's got a pin in the center, so you can't even use a normal Allen wrench. So you literally have to have that special tool. Like, come on,
Yeah.
on a mud flap. Scenic Byway, Ocean Beaches, Olympic Peninsula. That sounds like fun. Let's take this exit.
We're gonna start that. We're never getting the truck back. And we had a lot of fun. I'm excited.
Well, we could go to the northern end of the Olympics, take the ferry to Vancouver Island, and from Vancouver Island, take the ferry to Vancouver, take the scenic route tell the boss. Sorry. Guess I took a wrong detour. They're like, we're deducting that time off of your pay.
Did we happen to see the windows in that car?
I did not.
From what I could see, both sides had a suction cup to the window with an orange handle.
Don't know. So from the inside there were handles?
Yeah, just like, yeah.
Don't know.
Kind of reminds me of those handles you would have to like put glass in, you know. So tomorrow's gonna be less rainy, but still rainy.
Less rainy, but still rainy.
Yeah. Like Chilliwack's getting like 25 millimeters today, which is about an inch. And tomorrow they're only getting like 3 to 5 here and there, maybe 8 altogether. So it's gonna be a lot less rainy.
Rain is going to pick up a little bit. Ah, they're going to the rest area. When is the last rest area before you hit Tacoma and Seattle? If you can't deliver till tomorrow morning, this is a good spot to pull over and sleep. It's a big rest area. Definitely slept in here a couple times. Something flying J right here too.
I thought about that, but you're recording, and I didn't want to edit the video long.
And we might as well go as far as we can before fueling up.
So I was reading this interesting article in our local news while we were loading. And it's about how the fuel costs are starting to affect trucking companies.
Yep.
Some of them, they have 5-year contracts, right? For retail stores or whatever. You, 5 years ago, decided how much fuel surcharge.
Oh wow. 5-year contract on fuel surcharge?
So that was 5 years ago, and now they're barely making any money, right?
Sutco does a fuel surcharge on a monthly basis.
Yeah. So some of those that did 5 years are really hooked. And then they broke down, like, of course, like how much of it's actually tax on, like, you know, like how trucker companies are not getting a break, and the rates only go up when the customers decide the rates go up. It doesn't go up because of the fuel price.
Yeah.
So it was a really in-depth article where I'm like, oh yeah, some trucking companies, and if you're a small company, are moved.
Oh, you had to blow it all right. you made a 5-year deal, kind of on the wrong side of history there.
But 5 years ago,
You're not gonna be
it probably
making money.
5 years ago, it probably was very tempting for our company
Yeah,
to be
it's
like,
it's like, yeah, that's a lot of money for a fuel surcharge. Yeah, rake it in. Made a lot of money for the first 2 years, and then all of a sudden, whoa!
yep.
Excuse me.
And they're just like talking about how much fuel a truck does a day, and then a tire, how much it is, and it doesn't take much to make no money.
Just thinking how much fuel I burn. Well, they're right around the $3,000 a week
A week.
on fuel. Sometimes a bit more, depending on how heavy load I have and stuff like that. But 2,500 to about 4,000 if it's a really bad week on fuel. I don't pay very close attention to it because I'm not paying for the fuel. If I was paying for the fuel, I better know exactly what I'm getting for fuel mileage.
This trucking company that they were talking to is up in Prince George, right? So that's even 8 hours north of where we live. So you're commuting an even longer distance, Edmonton to Vancouver, to do things. So that really ends up getting stuff up that way. Versus we're like 4 hours from home to Vancouver.
So my fuel mileage, I'll give you the kilometers. I guess I can give you kilometers and miles. Right now, I've done a lot of heavier loads last bit, including running the Super B and stuff like that. So the last however many months it averages it out, I've been burning 48 liters every 100 kilometers. 48 liters. And like I've gotten that down as low as 46 liters for every 100 kilometers, depending on how heavy we are. But with the fuel being so expensive, dispatch does a pretty good job of making sure we don't run empty. But at 46, we did a lot of running empty one direction. And miles per gallon, I don't know if that's accurate on there because it never changes. I've never seen a different number on there than 4.9 miles per gallon. I don't know how accurate that is on that gauge.
Part of me really wants to convert the 48 liters to, but no. I need pen and paper to really remember all these numbers.
This is actually quite relaxing traffic right now compared to earlier.
Yeah, for the time of day too. That's
I'm-
weird.
I guess everyone's leaving, so we're gonna hit traffic probably fairly soon. But right now, this is quite relaxed, rainy, 6-lane highway, nice forest around.
It's even like 12, 1 o'clock or whatever going through here, and it's like, whoa, there's so many people.
Yeah, around 12. Yeah, around between 11:30 and 12:30, it was bumper to bumper, driving slow. I'm like, hey guys, I gotta make it there before 2. don't want to spend the night there. It's calling it a day too early.
Even now you have just over 6 hours left.
6 hours left, 6 hours 15 minutes, and GPS says it'll take us 4 hours 18 minutes to get there, so we have almost 2 hours of spare time.
Yeah, we'd rather be driving right now. Not sitting there.
Yeah, we get an extra 6 hours of drive time in. Yeah, definitely beneficial over sitting there. A temporary plate on that trailer. You can't read it. At least it's not raining hard enough that I don't have wipers. Early in the day, didn't even have wipers. And I'm not even running my lights on. I have my headlights on. Daytime running lights, but I did have my trailer lights on. Corrected. I like running with them on. All the time.
And earlier you said it was raining hard enough that the buses were starting to hydroplane.
Yeah, I saw the bus hydroplaning and all of a sudden hit a puddle and swerved. I'm like, whoa! That was scary for everybody on board for a second.
It was raining pretty good earlier.
Okay, pull in front of me and hit the brakes. Great idea. Seriously? Very much dislike people that do that.
No, their defense, they are doing the speed limit.
No, they're going slightly under the speed limit. But then why did you go over the speed limit to begin with?
To be next to you.
I think they're probably doing like 1 mile under the speed limit, and I'm doing a mile or two over.
And really, we know every car.
The speedometers are off.
Yes,
Yeah, but
exactly.
even then, why did you pass me and then pull in front of me and hit the brake? Like, that makes no sense.
They didn't want to be next to you.
were behind me.
Well, they didn't want to go behind
They
you.
didn't want to be behind me. Well, guess what? They're behind me now.
I'm not a mind reader here.
Either way, I find them irritating.
I always like that bridge.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool looking bridge. This is the capital of Washington, Olympia.
Traffic's starting to slow down on the other side.
Yep. It's just a matter of time before we have our big brake check. Ah, beautiful country. It's different. Different than what I run in a lot. I come here quite a bit, but no.
I think it's so rainy here. It's so much green, so much texture. Everything's growing here. So lush.
It's like a rainforest. It's so much vegetation. The fact that it's always raining here.
So you're saying the people unloading today was wondering if we got rain where we live?
Yeah, go ahead. Guy goes, does it rain like this in BC too? And I'm like, well, it depends on where in BC, but where I live, no. No, it doesn't always rain. It rarely rains. And when it does rain, it's 5 minutes and then it stops.
I think you saw the exit only sign.
Yep. It's fine. Oh boy. That's less fine. The truck made a perfectly good move there. The SUV, you want to exit and you're only moving over now. Call this the What Complains About Traffic episode. I'm not made for traffic. I'm just not. I'm a very positive person most of the time.
Well, I was talking to the forklift yesterday. And he's like, well, on vacation, I'm just gonna away from people, right?
Yeah.
And like, we do the same, but like, we are meant to be away from people and traffic. We're just that type of people.
Away from people, I'm happier.
Our trips are out into the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
Our trips, we're okay with no cell phone. We don't want to be around. And that's why when we say we want to live in an RV, we mean it. We can do that.
Yeah. So far, this has just been cruising. Probably just jinxed myself, but this is good.
Because everybody's on the other side of the road.
Everybody's leaving Tacoma. Yeah, I know. This time of day. Tacoma is 22 miles away and it takes 39 minutes to get there. Yeah, we're about to hit a traffic jam. 22 miles should take about 22 minutes, so. We're going to be going half the speed limit here pretty soon. Nice space in front of us, just in case we get brake checked, we have room to stop. I gotta pull onto the right lane here soon. Got a scale coming up in 6 miles. Okay, take 2. What happened there? We have our
lead sheet.
Cheap, perfect. I'm not gonna tell the people what happened.
Well, you're not blaming on me, but I'll do for myself. We're down memory card adapter for a laptop is you left it at home.
My fault.
So I'm not used to transferring video because you've done it all week. So my one and only time I tried to help out today,
So this is the only first time you've ever helped me out. I knew it. Not much help there.
This week.
This week.
So I didn't put the right memory card back in and it ran out of room.
Had the smaller memory card in there. It
But
can't shoot in 4K.
Granted, I did reformat it. So I did everything right besides put the small one in there.
Put the wrong memory card in, that's all.
But you left the memory card thing at home.
I did. I left the other big memory card at home.
So we're going to share the blame here.
Okay. Stopped at the rest area, tightened all the belts. Some of them needed a little bit tightening.
And then decided to take a detour.
And then I decided to take a detour. Looking at the map of traffic, lots of accidents in town, thanks to all this rain, I think. Taking a detour, but it looks like everybody else had the idea of taking a detour too. Looking at it, the other way is going to be an hour longer according to the GPS.
It kept adding time. I didn't know in the end how much longer.
Well, just before I turned, it was going to take us longer to do that than we have hours.
Oh dear.
So we've gained well over an hour going this way according to the GPS. So we're on Highway 18. We exited off of I-5 onto Highway 18. We're about to exit onto Highway 167.
To Washington 167 North, then keep right.
Except most people don't have this idea. It's good to know that Garmin picks routes that other people are not all choosing. And then we'll drive north until we hit 405, and take the 405 all the way to I-5. We'll see how that goes.
They all want to stay at 18.
They don't want to stay on 18 to get to I-90. We have our own lane here, so no merging. Sure what the speed limit is. Okay, there's merging up there. Had our own lane there. Maybe there's not merging. Still don't know what the speed limit is. Everybody's driving fast, so we'll try to match their speed.
Heading from Washington 167.
Well, this is certainly better than I-5 was. We had to go through a little bit of a bumper to bumper there on 18, but this is better than I-5 by a long shot.
You know why?
Why?
Because there's no speed limit signs.
My GPS says speed limit 60. So we'll just take GPS's word for it. So that's the speed most everybody else is going. And I'm sure we'll hit a big traffic jam trying to get onto 405, but at least it's not a traffic jam the whole 11 miles to get there. You would think every time another road joins this road, another merge, another intersection, you would put up a speed limit sign.
There's one right there, but
Oh,
yeah,
there's one, yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. At least you have new wipers for on the rain.
Yep. Squeaky new wipers. Well, thankfully not squeaky.
I can hear them.
There's a slight squeak. Why is this truck so slow ever since he pulled on? Never mind, he's got traffic in front of him too. I've taken this highway once before, so I know it's a fairly decent route. do enjoy the rain though. It's kind of fun driving in rain.
It's relaxing.
Well, there's not much relaxing going on
Okay,
here.
you're driving, not riding. We already discovered this. As long as I kind of sort of pay attention to the brake checks don't choke me, I can look around.
I haven't had any hard brake checks yet.
Not super hard though, lately.
All been nice, gentle brake checks. So if you're in the express lane, do you have to pay the price that's on the sign every single time you pass the sign?
I'm not sure honestly how that works.
It's only 50 cents. So I'm assuming it's every time you see a sign or a sensor like that, that's where the mark is.
Yeah,
You pay for it.
that's what I would assume, but I'm not quite sure.
The more people end up inside that lane, the higher the toll goes. It's basically supply and demand.
Basically, if there's so many people that running smoothly, then why have it?
Maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. I see the prices change all the time.
Gotcha. I think it's just time of day, but yeah, I don't know. So I still think you're right about supply and demand, time of day type thing, but
Yeah.
I think it's just 3 to 7 or, hours like that.
Whoa. Yep. Why not wait till the last second to exit? See a bunch of brake lights up there. And so far, all the scales have been closed. So, no, actually, the one was open, but I got the bypass.
It just being PVC pipe is kind of like light.
Yeah, it's a light load. Mostly sailboat fuel. Yes, highway's moving pretty decently. I honestly thought we would be in a traffic jam by now because we're only 2 miles to 405.
Well, don't jinx us.
We're we're gonna hit a traffic jam here. There's no dingsing going on here. I want to get a lane over. If I read that right, 405 needs to be in the left lane. 405 north. It's illegal to cross double solid. Yet you see people do it all the time. 405 north. That was the right lane. I was in the right lane. Did not see you there. No lights on the front. Turn the lights on now.
Take the exit on Washington 5405 north toward
I'm confused by the signs. Okay. That sign clearly says we're in the right lane now.
I believe so, miss.
It's not bad for a traffic jam. You can tell I don't take this highway very often because I don't know the roads. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out of this traffic. 100% looking forward to it.
I mean, some more traffic and more, yeah.
I would get out of it today. Once we're out of Bellingham on the small highways.
And then we go across the border.
Yeah. But by that time, it's late enough that traffic's died down. Don't know where we're gonna sleep.
Me either. I thought I had it figured out, but right now traffic, I don't know.
I-405 is going to be closed on the weekend.
Yeah, overnight. Does that mean only during the night or from 11 p.m. to 4:30? Like, it's going to be closed day and night until.
I don't know.
See,
Is it going to be closed for 2 nights or is it going to be closed A night, full day, and another night.
Exactly. Wait,
don't
that's
know.
written there. I don't know.
Well, guys, I guess I've taken up an hour of your time. We've got a few more hours of this. We might get to Canada today. Hopefully we get to Canada today.
Interviewing this local. Please let us get to Canada today. Out of the city.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. We've already been told we're loading at Timber Mart, so we're probably going to sit there for hours waiting to load.
It may just change now.
Who knows? And then it sounds like we'll get actually home for the weekend. That might change yet too. Who knows if they're actually going to look at the truck and want to repair it or not. Either way, we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for supporting us. Hopefully you guys enjoy these roads. I certainly don't, but hopefully you guys do. We're out of here. You guys rock.
Adios.
I can't honk at these people again. They seem to be nice. Maybe we can honk tomorrow. I'm out. I guess we're out.